talk about this, was the federal judge dismisses charges against Epstein guards. I feel like one of us called this. I feel like I should have went back to the episode when we first talked about
we
this.
all called it. To be honest with you.
It was like, yeah.
As soon as he committed suicide, allegedly, I thought,
Epstein did kill himself.
Man, what, son? Look, this is wild. Well, okay, let's read. What does it say? Why?
So, we got from CNN, a federal judge in New York on Monday dismissed charges against 2 Bureau of Prisons guards who admitted to falsifying records on the night Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide tonight. Or 2019. I don't know why I read that as tonight. God forgive me. Court documents show. U.S. District Court Judge Annalisa Torres ordered the charges dropped against guards Tova Noel and Michael Thomas after prosecutors said in a filing last week that the guards completed deferred prosecution agreements signed in May. Hold on real quick. Ian, could you look that up? What is a preferred prosecution? This seems some like technical stuff.
Wait. So they said, look. If y'all just tell us the truth, what happened, y'all gonna be good? Is that what I'm getting from this?
That's why I want to look up the specific details of what a completed deferred prosecution. I'll continue to read it. Ian's got that going. So the guards agreed to provide truthful information related to their employment by the Bureau of Prisons, including about the events and circumstances described in that incident, according to a letter from federal prosecutors that was filed in court papers. The guards had to complete 100 hours of community service and cooperate with the Department of Justice Inspector General review, authorities said in May. So Ian's got right here. So what's a deferred prosecution agreement? A preferred prosecution agreement, or DPA, is a mechanism for resolving a case against a company that is, essentially, an unofficial form of probation. Although usually used to resolve a criminal case, civil enforcement agencies like the SEC have begun to use them as well. Under a PDA, the government will bring charges against a defendant but agrees not to move forward on those charges. In exchange, the defendant agrees to abide by certain requirements or conditions. If the defendant satisfies its end of the bargain, the government agrees to drop the charges. But if the defendant reneges and violates the conditions of the DPA, the government can move forward with the prosecution.
Are the conditions for their DPA then?
The conditions of a DPA are negotiated between the defendant and the government.
They said it was a condition.
Yeah, that's why I wondered. I was like, what did Tova and Michael give up?
They said tell the truth.
Do?
That's what they asked. They said tell the truth. So let me paint a scenario. Let me just ask y'all a question. So imagine I tell you, look the other way at a certain time, right? We're gonna deal with a certain problem that we have, and then you do this thing, and then all of a sudden all eyes
up,
on
Philip?
you. Then I turn around and say, "Oh, if you don't say what I'm telling you to say, you're gonna go to jail. But if you do tell us truthful information, we'll do this DPA, and we'll just negotiate your probation or whatever the hell we're gonna do." What truth does it say if there's any new information that they found out because of this? What truth?
Probably them literally admitting guilt.
He already to doing what?
Either in their perspective, falling asleep, even though they already testified. You're right. I don't know.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if me and you already knew they fell asleep as just regular human beings walking this earth with no connections to anything, what you want them to admit they fell asleep, and then what? You get probation?
What was the point? Did you fall asleep or did you fall asleep? And is that the truth?
And is the prosecutor's truth the truth that we want? Or is the prosecutor's truth the same truth that would have had Epstein classified as suicide? I don't know that. I don't know who the fuck this nigga is. I don't know who he's working for. I don't trust none of this shit going on.
To me, and I do think...
Allegedly.
There we go. Thank you, sir. Allegedly, if Epstein didn't kill himself, wouldn't these guards actually have saw jail time?
Yeah, they'd be accomplices to murder, I think.
So, why is it different in this situation?
I don't know. I guess later it says that the medical examiner ruled it as suicide by hanging. So if that is the autopsy report and that is true, then these guys didn't just let somebody walk in and like hang them or something.
If someone
Um,
paid to have this happen, allegedly, not making any accusation, anything like that, just going down this conspiracy theory, fake deep thinking. If someone paid to get this done, if it wasn't suicide, this is bold. I think this is bold. No, like it just seems so like.
Son,
Obviously, there's finagling going on right here.
The second he died, it became a whole bold series. The second he died, it was, and then for him to try to commit suicide once, then well, he changed his mind. He convinced y'all in 3-4 days that he don't want to commit suicide no more. No, I'm good. I got that shit. It was just something I had to work out. I'm good. I don't know, bro. I don't know. This is one of the truths that I actually do want to know. Put this up there with the goddamn the Vatican.
Right below it.
Right below
Great
it, man.
Wonders. Yeah. It's like Bigfoot, Loch Ness, Epstein, Vatican.
Aliens. Oh, nope. We got more truth from aliens. We know more about aliens than we do this Epstein case.
Yo, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. This podcast is sponsored by Angel Blinds, a local Atlanta area small business. Their blinds help you get a new look for your living room, to your bedroom, to your dining room. They even got custom kids blinds with their favorite superhero or princess. Use our promo code FDT. Our audience gets 10% off their first purchase. You can find them at Facebook at Angel Blinds or Instagram at Angel Blinds _ between Angel and Blinds. So check them out.
Well, quick question. So, do these guys go back to being guards?
Guarding what? Son, put these niggas in a museum.
Because one thing, because maybe this would be me being in this situation, being bold if I was being incentivized to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Part of that afterwards is I want to either guarantee that I don't lose my job or like I got a decent lump sum of money where I can live. Like I would, low-key, their lives are ruined now.
No, it's horrible.
Or not ruined, but like shame, shame.
I mean, I doubt they could be guards. Like their DPA probably says you can't step near a prison for a while.
There's no way I could work with either of these folks and be like, so
right?
What really happened, my boy?
Exactly. Everywhere they go, someone's gonna be like, "So what's good?" Come on, man. I'm not gonna tell anybody. I just gotta know.
Shit, they gonna fake my suicide too?
Would you believe them? Because the question is, do you think they'll tell you the truth? And
I'll see it in their eyes.
if they do, would you believe them?
I'll see it in their eyes. I'll see it
I
in
would
their eyes.
just
I'll
stare
say,
him
"Oh,
down.
there's some witness."
I would just stare it down.
Not blink. Just look at him in the eye.
Nigga Epstein.
I could see that, man. These guys would probably turn into like, I don't know, like stock movers or something. Be in the back of the truck taking stuff off and just looking at him and be like, "Hey, man, I gotta know what happened."
Man,
can you scroll down here?
I'm trying to think if I'd be aggressive like John's saying, or would I just play the long game? Just get your trust, talk about a few things one time, then one day we go out to hang out at the bar, watching a game.
Okay,
just going to drop.
That's what I wanted to see.
This guy, you're going the spy approach. You're trying to get him drunk and shit. Let him spill the beans.
Hey,
spill the beans.
Jason Foy, an attorney for Noel, said she did not take any action with intention of committing a crime. The shortcomings and mistakes made by Miss Noel were a result of inexperience, lack of proper and sufficient training, and being put in a position to fail by the leadership of MCC and Bureau of Prisons. So they are admitting to not doing what they're supposed to.
Well, they admit to falling asleep. So technically speaking, that's what's the word phrase? Is it dereliction of duty or just whatever? Like, I don't know if they're included derelict.
She fell asleep because she was inexperienced. Okay. Okay. They got it. What's gonna happen with Ghislaine? All right, let's talk about that. What y'all think?
You're gonna get to the Ghislaine thing.
What y'all think?
I mean, there's no way
they're not gonna kill her.
No, I think they've probably got to her, and I think they came to some form of agreement. Because obviously, right now, if Epstein dies and then Ghislaine dies,
son, niggas was joking about Epstein was gonna die.
There's gonna be,
and he actually died. Maybe that's just the coincidence. Maybe the joke just got too real, and now I just can't let it go. Maybe that's what it is. But man, if Ghislaine died, I'm not saying I want her
The
to
joke
die.
got too real.
I don't want her. I'm not saying I want her to die or nothing. But boy, it would be mighty interesting. I'm just saying, in a novel.
I just think that wouldn't be smart because it's going to generate more attention to the situation because people are forgetting about the whole Epstein thing. Even though the hashtag Epstein didn't kill himself, like no one's talking about it anymore. Like the fact that we're even talking about, like when we do in the pre-discussion, it's like, damn, this is kind of old news. Yeah, but this is interesting. Like the guards got off basically of what happened with their involvement
If she gets taken out or if something happens to her, dude, that's like kicking the hive. Like
exactly.
all the conspiracy theorists will be like, nope, we know something's there for sure.
This
without a
cabal
doubt.
exists,
Like,
probably.
yeah.
Like everything they're probably doing with children, like all these crazy conspiracy theories are now in their minds confirmed.
Yeah, maybe that's why she's alive, because there's so much just publicity behind Epstein that they're like, we can't take her out. We just can't. We'll get found out.
So Ethan, you think they just got a card? They're using Ghislaine as a card to potentially take out Trump in 2024? Is that what you're thinking? Because Ethan said she is going to put out 6 random names, and the 7th will be Trump. Mark my words. And if that's true, to go down this lane, it's going to be during 2024. I'm not going to do it anytime soon because that's leverage. Because they know some people, and if she's to exchange her not to die, is exchange some names, that would be very convenient. Because Trump has been
weird.
Hasn't there been a picture of Epstein and Trump?
Yeah.
That guy met everybody.
Pretty much.
That guy was just in it deep with anybody who was anybody.
If you had a certain income and you were involved with people with that income, you probably touched hand or something with this guy.
Dethroned a prince. He dethroned a prince, bro. That guy right there in the picture, Prince Andrew.
Yes,
they took away all of his
absolutely.
freaking. They took away his titles and everything.
Did they take away his titles? I thought they talked about doing it. I didn't think they actually did it.
No, they did it. At least
here?
I
Yeah,
think
right
so.
there. See that picture right there.
Hold on, let me double check on that. I don't want to be lying to people. Pretty sure they did.
Is he still alive? Didn't he die recently?
No, he's definitely not dead.
One of them died recently.
Yo, thanks for making it to the end. We really appreciate it and hope you all enjoyed the show.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and the notification bell to get notified when we post our clips.
Follow us on Twitter at PodcastFDT. Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok are all fake deep thinking. Check us out, please.
FDT. Peace, y'all.
Peace.